I take down fiberglass tiles. Tiles?
Tile?
Roofers?
I take down
Roofing?
fiberglass tile?
Roofing? Fiberglass roofing? Roofing?
Roofing?
Rough stock?
Okay, so what we're doing is we are rewiring Studio A, which is the studio that all of you are familiar with. Most of our videos for the past several years have come out of this very studio.
Several years, meaning a year and a half.
Yes. Eric is removing insulation and ceiling tiles. I am wiring, even though I have no idea what I'm doing. But I am wiring things so that we have wires in the ceiling rather than all over the floor. To make it better for all of you.
He's lying.
Yeah. Hey guys, Jason here. We're considering another giveaway. It'll be Monday, February 4th on Facebook. So it might fit in a box this big, or maybe even this big. Oh. Might come in a box this big, might come in a box this big, or it might come in a box this big. Details will come Monday, February 4th on our Facebook with a box that big. It could be pods, it could be a marker, it could be Russell, who knows guys. The announcement will be Monday, February 4th on our Facebook page.
We'll wait for...
Hey, lose the face!
I was gonna say, thunder the elephant over there to shut the up. It's a noisy footsteps.
We're gonna start a new segment to inspire you guys. A lot of people have been eating lazy, eating too much candy, etc. A lot of holiday fattiness going on out there. So we're going to inspire you guys, and us as well, to lose some weight and get fit for paintball. There's a couple different ways you can do this. There's a million diets out there on the internet. We're not nutritional experts, nor do we claim to be, but Jay and I are going to talk about cutting calories, losing weight. Very simple, easy to do. A couple things you need to watch out for. Cromer's going to be on here in a minute. He's going to talk about his way of doing it. Our way's better. Way better. Basically, remember just calories in versus calories out. What goes in, what comes out. Like, you know, how much food you eat versus how much you exercise, how much you burn just by living. Now, one thing I should warn you is exercising alone isn't really going to be that effective. You'd have to run like insane amounts, do insane amounts of stuff in the gym to equal like a couple beers or a cheeseburger. The most effective exercise for losing weight is...
my favorite exercise, which is the fork put down.
That's right. It's really kind of pretty crazy just how much...
That was probably the thing ever. Continue where you left off.
I'm going to kill Russell.
Google's a really good resource out there. So if you're looking for low-calorie recipes, it's a pretty good way to go. We're going to give you a couple things we found that have worked really well for us, and then you're going to watch this over the next like 4 or 6 weeks as we lose weight. Woohoo! What do we learn?
Foods that are good. Honestly, you guys could do a lot worse than just say sayonara to alcohol. Sad. Soda, which we don't really drink much of anyway, but get rid of soda. That stuff is insane, poison, and dairy. And that's really hard for us because we both like cheese. A lot.
A lot.
Yeah, like this much.
Costco's bad to us in the ways of cheese.
So if you guys can get rid of those three things, fantastic. Like that will be a huge important step on the way to probably losing some weight. Now, when you actually get to like diet food, traditionally most people think of things that are made out of cardboard and evil and hate, and just taste like poison and are just terrible death. That's not necessarily true. Now, your eating habits will have to change a little bit. Some of the really awesome things that we found is if you don't like spicy food already, that's gonna change because spicy food it's kind of self-limiting. And if you don't believe us, we have a chili recipe for you that we're more than happy to email you, and I would dare you to eat 2 bowls in a row. Furthermore, breads. Bread is a killer. For example, the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, something we all grew up eating and loving deeply, maybe some with grape jelly, which I no longer like because it's all I ate as I grew up. The standard peanut butter and jelly sandwich is like 700 calories. It's ludicrous.
Which means you can eat about 3 of them in a day, and that's it.
That's it. That would be all the food you can eat all day. So that sounds pretty awful, doesn't it? Now, there's a couple ways to get around this. So using the peanut butter and jelly sandwich as an example, Sara Lee actually makes this awesome 45 calorie bread. How do they do it? I don't know. Witchcraft probably. But another important part of it is the slices are physically smaller. That helps in a lot of ways. Not only does it make the bread itself lower calorie, but you can put less stuff on it. So that, plus Smucker's, I believe, also makes a artificially sweetened jelly or jam for a huge range. I have some red raspberry at home. Use that with peanut butter and jelly, and that will cut like 50% of the calories off. It's just insane. Other thing, lean meats. If you like fish, great. Poultry is also awesome. We are huge fans of ground turkey to replace beef. And honestly, beef isn't that bad. As long as you get really lean stuff, like we're talking 99% fat-free, it's really not that different.
93% fat-free. It's really hard to find 99% fat-free.
Well,
he's wrong.
Look harder. So those are like some of the really big ones, the really big things that you can do. Also, you're gonna have to cook your own food. I know that sucks for a lot of people, or have mom do it, or your girlfriend, or whomever. But you're gonna have to cook your own food. The reason being is if you don't, you have no idea how many calories are in it, and it's just gonna kill you. You won't know why you're not losing weight. So cook your own food. And as an aside, you might actually learn that you either enjoy cooking, or at least have a newfound respect for the people who do cook your food.
Which is pretty important, because your mom will thank you.
Yeah.
There's some your mom joke in there somewhere. Well, nothing's really more discouraging than doing all this stuff and then not losing any weight at all. So that's why we kind of propose the really go for it method. Don't just be like, well, I'm gonna cut a little bit here and there and a little bit here and there. You know, make a big change. If you're committed to losing weight, it's really exciting to hop on the scale and see, hell yeah, I dropped 5 pounds. Next week, see the same thing, whatever it is. So really go for it, be disciplined, and stick to it. Now there's a couple other things. When you're hungry, it's really hard to just tell yourself, nah, I'm not hungry, I don't really feel hungry. But you can kind of trick your body a couple different ways. Number 1, drink a lot of water, like a lot of water. Get an Nalgene and carry it wherever you go, fill it up like a lot, and add something to it, you know, lemon or lime, whatever it is, just to make it a little bit more interesting. And if you're always drinking water, yeah, you're always going to be peeing, but your stomach's going to be more full. And most of the time when you're hungry, you're actually kind of thirsty as well. And it's your body saying, hey, put something in me, and we just misinterpret that and we're like, well, yes, potato chips. Here we go. So we drink a lot of water around here. Keeps us feeling more full. Other things we discovered, kind of weird foods to some of you guys out there, but they're delicious. Green olives at Costco with sriracha is fantastic. Very, very low calorie. You can eat basically as many as you want until your head lights on fire. And, you know, it's like 50 to 100 calories depending on like how many you eat. So you can find a lot of little snack foods like that. Really get used to turning around the food and looking at the nutritional chart, and then don't just be like, oh sweet, this has got 10 calories, that's really low. Well, look at the serving size as well. It may have 10 calories for like a teaspoon of something that you usually consume in great amounts. So be sure to look at both those and really compare. And one thing you can do is if you really want to get an idea for how many calories are in something, you can do the how many of these can I eat in a day. You know, for instance, turkey dogs are really good. The best thing was when we discovered we could eat like 17 turkey dogs in a day and still lose weight. Yeah, that was pretty good. You're like, these are good food. You know, if it turns out you can eat 3 of something in a day, like the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, maybe not so zesty.
Avoid.
So a couple things we've done. We have our power sandwich, which is that Sara Lee bread, lean turkey meat, so lots of sriracha and mustard. Mustard is a good thing as well. And then veggies. Veggies are practically free. You know, tons of spinach, lettuce, tomatoes, whatever you like. You have a big old honkin' sandwich. The most of it is just free. Little veggies, the sriracha, and the mustard are pretty much 0 calorie. For breakfast,
something I've discovered recently that I'm a huge fan of is turkey bacon for a lot of reasons. One of which is I'm lazy in the morning. I'm sure everyone else is. Chronically late. We always need to be there 10 minutes ago. So turkey bacon, you can make in the microwave. Takes about 2 minutes. Put it in there. Fantastic. That with that Sara Lee toast, add some of that artificially sweetened jam. It's like 120 calories, and it actually feels like a real breakfast. It's awesome. Downside, you're gonna have to avoid cereal. Cereal and any like just heavy carb-based foods is just calorie density to the max, and you're not gonna actually feel full because of it. So it's gonna kind of suck on that. As Ethan said, mustard, sauces. Learn to find sauces. Sausage can make otherwise uninteresting food a lot better. But again, pay attention to the serving size. One of my favorite examples of misleading serving sizes is Oreos. Pick one of those up and read it. The serving size they actually list for like 130 calories on a standard Oreo is 3. Who eats 3 Oreos? Who? So that's a great one for breakfast. I'm a huge fan of that as well. A single egg, if you like eggs, I don't, is also a fairly good thing to put in there in addition to that. Remember, if you are starting to lose weight, you're going to need to eat a lot of protein. The reason being, if you don't eat a lot of protein, you're going to start to lose muscle, and eventually you're going to want that muscle back, and it's going to be a pain to actually get back. So when you have to cut stuff out, cut out carbohydrates. Don't just cut them out completely, because those are stupid trick diets. But less carbs is probably a better choice. You know, fats are good for you for the most part. Don't go and eat, like we said, a bunch of cheese or Crisco. That would be terrible and gross. But you know, definitely favor you know, good fats and protein. You could do a lot worse than just sticking to those sort of simple rules.
What we found is actually really encouraging. We set ourselves a goal of about 1,000 calories a day. Actually, 1,500 calories is our official goal. We're going to be shooting more for 1,000 calories a day because, like I said, it's really fun to see your weight go down pretty quickly. And you'll find that as you get into it and you're seeing results more and more, it's really encouraging. And you're like, sweet, you know, do I want to have a beer or do I want to have some chips or something like that? You're like, nah, it's cool. I'm going to have some water. Less calories, and you're kind of celebrating a lower calorie day without killing yourself and starving yourself. I mean, we've done this for months at a time, lost some significant weight, and been energetic. We've been playing paintball. We've been doing all the things we normally are. We're not starving ourselves. Just cut it down into a reasonable amount. And it's really a lot of fun. Now, to keep your sanity, we recommend 1 cheater day a week. Don't go out and gorge yourself, but we've been known to frequent Buffalo Wild Wings from time to time and maybe consume more than is recommended. Along with a couple beers. So, you know, a cheater day is really important. It's something to look forward to. It's a goal. And that way you're not just like, oh, I'm doing this thing for 3 months. The next 3 months are going to be awful. It's just like, whatever. We can do it as long as we want until you get bored with it. And you're like, well, my pants are now falling down because I need to buy new pants. I guess it's time to stop my diet. So now on to Eric. He's going to tell you how you guys do it. Post some comments on how much weight you guys are losing, if you guys think we're retards, or if you guys like the idea, whatever it is. But before we go to Eric, actually, we're going to weigh ourselves real quick. We're going to check in and kind of let you guys know how we're doing every week. To the scale! Dun, 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 dun. Cut!
Okay, so you've heard everything that they've done. You know, they are actually cutting weight, right? Or they're cutting food out of their diet. I love food way too much. I love food. I'm a fat kid at heart. It's hard to believe right now, but I used to weigh 213 pounds. I'm sure Russell can find a picture, put it in somewhere, of me being a chunky monkey. But I was 213 pounds back in around December of 2011, I believe. I'm not too sure, but I actually went on a diet where you don't count calories. You actually just cut out all the BS that you don't need. It's called the caveman diet, Paleolithic era diet, or paleo diet. I was inspired by Numi Rapace from the girl with the dragon tattoo. Chick was ripped, and what she did was paleo diet and kickboxing lessons. And for me, I didn't lift a single weight the entire time I've been on this diet, and it's more like a lifestyle, so to speak. You just cut all the BS. I didn't lift a single weight, and I lost 37 pounds. I think if I do my math right. Yeah, I think that's right.
What do you
I was 213, and the lowest I got down to was 174.
I
lost this much weight. So yeah, I didn't lift a single weight. I hate working out. I think it's a big waste of time, and it's a good way to be really conceited, because the whole time you're thinking about yourself and working out and how good you look. I'm out of shape. I don't want to go into a weight room where some guy's like, I lift things up and I put them down. Like, oh, this box is so heavy. Oh, 1. Ugh. 2, I got my protein shake. If you don't know anything about the paleo diet, it's really simple. I'll cap it off for you. You cut out all the BS. So no refined anything. If it comes in a box, you don't eat it. No dairy, so no cheese, no milk. You know, no carbs, no potatoes, no French fries, no deep fried anything. Stay away from butter. No bread, and I think that's pretty much it. No soda. Did I say that already? Maybe.
Google it.
Just Google it. It's really simple. If a caveman didn't eat it, you don't eat it. So that's it. I mean, if you don't want to cut, I mean, paleo is another option. It's really psychological. You have to tell yourself, oh man, I don't want Krispy Kreme donuts, even though Krispy Kreme donuts are so good. You know, it's really difficult. It's hard to know what you have to cut out, but if you don't know that much about it, Google it. Paleo diet, it's really simple. Well, it's so simple that it's hard because you have to restrict yourself from eating everything that you're used to eating. Cereal. I freaking love cereal, and I can't eat cereal. I wish I could have one every single night. But as far as like recipes, like paleo diet recipes, I followed Betty Rocker on Facebook. Like her page, or like her Facebook page, and you know, follow her recipes. She's got some really tasty recipes that are really healthy for you. I've been doing I've been living this lifestyle since, you know, whatever I said, December 2011. All I did was just play paintball every Saturday, Sunday, ate right, and I lost all that weight. And you know, you actually get used to eating healthy foods, so when you do eat something bad, your body tells you right away, like, I don't like this. You're feeling right now. So Krispy Kreme donuts, I'll cheat every once in a while now since I'm down to my ideal weight, but you know, I'll eat them, I love them, but then for the next hour I feel like complete ass. So I mean, those guys, they're cutting weight. I don't like starving myself. I would just rather eat healthy, and you know, when I'm hungry, my body's telling me you need energy right now, so I eat. There's nothing wrong with starving yourself if you want to do that. But if you like food, don't feel like, you know, you're getting hangry all the time. You know, just eat right. It's really simple. Just remember that, you know, the food that you put into your body is what fuels you for the entire day. So if you put into your body, you're gonna feel. If you put good stuff in your body, you're gonna feel great, and hopefully feel better about yourself.
So a few of us had the ingenious idea of installing these lights above our studio doors. These are basically on-air lights. Now in here we have a subtle blue, so when our customers walk in, they don't see a blinding red or blinding yellow light, or you know, blinding whatever light. It's a nice subtle blue. It's mainly for us, the staff, so we know, hey, when we're in here, hey guys, you know, shut the hell up. So when we're in there, there's a nice little switch on the inside that, when flipped, turns on the light. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple, but I mean, hey, it's working for us. We're really digging it, but hopefully we can actually keep up the routine and the habit of actually turning this on. But if we come in the back in the warehouse, we have a better light. Come on. So here in the warehouse, because we're the only ones that are actually out here, we have a nice bright red one. So hey, when you're out here shipping and you see that red light on, again, don't be loud, don't be cranking those tape guns, you know what we do. So, nice little switch that's upstairs. Just like that, pretty bright, pretty noticeable, so hopefully we don't mess this up, and hopefully during our videos you guys don't hear us out here shipping away and being, you know, delinquents. Pretty cool.
Here I am, behind the counter again, here to talk to you about those gogs over there. There's only 3 up there right now. There was a 4th, the red one, not this griffin, but the red one was down there. And somebody already bought it. Bam, gone, like that. We had a white one. We took it out of the box, put it in a box, shipped it to a customer that's been waiting for it since October. Everyone's been waiting for them since October, really. I don't think that dog was really prepared for how much of a high demand they are, if that makes sense. A lot of people have been asking about it. A lot of people have been waiting patiently for theirs. And as soon as we get them, they're gone. But I would like to pick up one eventually. Maybe have one to play around with. It's essentially just a mechanical ion. It's pretty cool.
Chip. Where'd he go? That's crazy. Just showing off guns, man.
Yeah.
You're the gun show offer.
Oh, a little bit of...
Shower offer.
Wait, does it blend in?
Yeah, kind of, but you know, people at
Oh.
home can use their imagination.
Oh.
Is there a video? Is there a video, Crow, where they can watch?
Oh, there is a video.
What? Tell me.
Actually, Ethan did the video.
Ethan
Did the
Hustle
review?
Paintball?
Yeah, Ethan of Hustle Paintball.
Did a review?
Of Hustle Paintball.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he did the review.
On the GOG Enemy?
On the GOG Enemy.
And they can find that on YouTube?
Yeah.
On our channel?
Yes.
What?
And if they subscribed, they would have seen
Proper English, earlier.
that thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I know.
God.
It's amazing.
Sweaty face. Oh, now he's step ladder drifting.
Nice. Ladder creeping.
Step ladder drift creeping. Creep drifting.
Okay, remember, we're totally not giving away something. And the giveaway is totally not going to start like real soon. But in case you chose to ignore me, you should probably remain subscribed to us on YouTube. And we're also gonna, I mean, we would probably, if we were doing such a thing, we would probably announce it on Facebook as well. So you should like us on Facebook. But nothing's gonna happen, so whatever. Just saying.
Coconut juice or water, which the caveman. Does Hawaii have caves?
Hi, Tegan.